Coming up, it's the AFC in Week 11. The Raiders lead the all-time series against the Bengals, but Cincinnati's won 3 of the past 4, and it's headed your way next.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They will be led out by their now 44-year-old quarterback playing in his 22nd NFL season. Unbelievable. The great Tom Brady.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Handoff comes to Cook. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
The evidence was right there.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they'll be led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2020 in his 2nd season, former Oregon Duck, Justin Herbert.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Akers. He gets away from 1. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the first quarter? They really put their stamp on this game early with their play calls, and they certainly look good so far.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. They'll run with Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Brady. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Raiders nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And this one is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Brady to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Brady's throw there complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. A give. This is Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be caught, but out. Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Joey Slide on for a field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Renfro. 7 yards, the pickup there.
of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes. You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
At the 16-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 17-0 our score after 1.
17. Raiders nothing.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Herbert off of play action. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Ryan Succop for the point after. And it's 17-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, Wilson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
On second down, Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down by Levante David. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Brady now on first down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Brady. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Dances by him, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now Brady. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Brady going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
The coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, and they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That catch good for only a couple.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a first down. Again, Herbert lets this go for Renfro downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
It's second down and 10.
To throw once more on second and 10. Herbert. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Herbert now. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So far on the watch right there, a nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll give this to Akers running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. John Feliciano, the guard, the guilty party there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. A gain of 6 there on first. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. To the air again, Herbert. This is caught. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Herbert looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now a toss running left, Akers. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Suck him for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Brady now on 1st down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From midfield, here's Brady. And complete, right side to Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Brady again. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Again, he finds Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for the Bengals. And our statistician may need a vacation after this one's said and done. What a first half they had throwing the football. Over 300 yards passing already. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Herbert on 3rd down now. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Herbert throwing again. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
On the give, this is Akers. Akers, he coughs it up, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Brady. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they...
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. William Golston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati set to take over once again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's caught. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Second and 10.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on first down. Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, it's Cook again.
Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Raiders have recovered.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Herbert on first down now. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll run on first down with Akers. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's complete to Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Herbert. And Waller taking it in over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he goes out right around the 39. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. They juked him, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Brady. This one caught by Kittle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Wait, 20.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. Again, it's Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Williams diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Well, that changes things, obviously. They can elect to bring the kicking team out now and try it from the 20 if they want.
And I wouldn't be surprised at all if they did exactly that. Going for 2 from the 7 versus kicking it from the 20, I like my odds better with my kicker.
It's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right? That's not what
Back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And Sanders has got it complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give, running right is Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Herbert. He's got a man. That's Marshall. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Now Herbert. He's got Allen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Herbert to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point try now for Succop. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On first down, it's Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second down, they go right back to Cook. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Brady to throw. Caught by Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for Cincinnati, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas.